This week's episode is brought to you by Too Cool for These Lame Dudes, sponsored by Trap or Die Friday sales. Man, you better get to getting while getting is good, player. Welcome to another episode of Sports Talk Raw with your boy C.H.R.O.M.E, where we smoke, we drink, we keep it real, and we tell you how we feel about these sports, man. This week's episode, I got my boy Scotty J in the house, you know what I'm saying? The sports master, about to tell you about these scores, these highs, these lows, these unders, and these spreads, you feel me? And this week's special segment is going to be favorite sports movies. We're going to talk about what's your favorite sports movie, man. Also today, we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying, tuning in with us, man. We got my boy Mikey VIP, man, you know what I'm saying, via live, whatever the hell this is, nigga, that you talk on. It's all kind of shit. If you can see it. Hey, we ain't got niggas, we ain't got our monitors back yet, man. You know, so when we get the monitors back, we gonna have his whole face on the TV screen like he here, and shit gonna be crazy. We also got a live audience here, man. Keep it up for y'all. It's gonna be a crazy episode this week, so make sure you stay tuned, man. First off, we're gonna hop into these power rankings of the NFL. This week's show is a preview of what's gonna happen, so we're gonna give you some picks, you know what I'm saying? This time we're gonna make sure they stick, and we're gonna hit y'all with some, man. Scotty, what you gotta say to them?
Let's make sure we get it popping. I've got these winners for y'all this week.
Not only do we got winners, but we got, I'm telling you, these spreads, man, you better take motherfucking notes. So before we jump into the picks, we're gonna go over some of these week's power rankings, man. Y'all tell me what you think about it. Like we go to the top 10. If we don't think 9 is better than 10, then we'll switch them. If not, we'll leave them how it is. So this week, number 10 is the Saints. 3-2, man. They went up 5 spots. They was 15, man. They 10 this week. You agree with that?
I agree with it. It seemed like ever since they got rid of AP, they've been running that ball,
look,
swinging that rock.
It worked out for both teams. The Cardinals doing better. The Saints doing better. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. It looked like that shit was a good pick.
Great pick to the GM for getting a 6th-round unconditional pick.
Hey, works out.
From the Cardinals to the Saints.
To the Saints. Number 10 is the Saints. Number 9, we got the Vikings. They're 4-2, and they went up 8 spots, man. Now listen, with no quarterback, with people getting hurt and different quarterbacks coming in and out, and they still, I think they got a solid defense, man. I mean, in the offense ain't doing that bad, but if you having that many changes, your defense got to be good, and I think they standing up to them.
I think you're right. Same thing that they talking about. This same squad reminds me of the Ravens from 2007, 2008. Strong defense, quarterback, just manage the game.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Hey, look, Alex Smith knows a lot about that, man. Just manage the game. Your defense will get you there. I think I'd keep that right there. I would definitely want to put the Saints over the Vikings, so we're going to keep it at that. Number 8 is the Seahawks. They're 3-2. They went up 2 spots, man. Good team, you know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. To me, they ain't making enough noise. They staying above water. Obviously in the top 10, but I wouldn't put the Vikings over them, so I'd have to agree with that.
Come, I agree with you. Staying right on that radar. Russell Wilson, as long as you got him, and Russ they trust.
Yeah, and Russ
been 2 Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl ring. They already there.
That nigga got some big ass hands too. All you hoes better watch out, because he will slap the shit out of you, and like your whole face will be gripped and shit. Like, trust me, Russell Wilson got some big ass hands. All right, at number 7, we got the Redskins. 3-2, man. They went up 2 spots. This is one I'm gonna have to switch. I would put the Seahawks over the Redskins, because if they played each other today, I'm giving it to the Seahawks.
Carl, I agree with you the same way. Just because you got Kirk Cousins down there, I'm starting rumors already early. My exclusive, Kirk Cousins to the 49ers next year. You heard it here first.
You heard it here
Kirk
first.
Cousins to the 49ers next year.
Make sure that shit pop up right here,
the
nigga.
Same thing, like Chrome just said, if they were to play today, I give it to Seattle double digits.
So I'm going to put Seahawks at number 7. Oh, and then put the Redskins at number 8, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Number 6, we got the Patriots. They went up 2 spots. They 4-2. I don't know how they 4-2 when... I mean, I do know how they 4-2. Just how they fucking make it to the Super Bowl every year when they don't got no superstars or... Man, fucking Patriots, man. I ain't surprised by nothing. I'm going to leave them at number 6, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put them behind the Seahawks. But you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even be there. They should be like 0-5, 1-5 or something right now, man.
Chrome, I agree and I disagree at the same time with you. I feel that they are a top 3 team.
Ooh,
Super
top
Bowl
3?
Champions.
Okay.
We got Brandon Cooks from the Saints.
Yes, they did.
Great play from Mr. Robert Kraft, the CEO owner. 7th round draft pick.
Hey.
For Brandon Cooks, a top 15 wide receiver. Mark it here first. Top 15 wide receiver. Don't forget, you also got Deion Lewis coming out that backfield. Swing it out the gate to the linebacker.
Hey, so he says they need to be in the top 3. Fuck niggas switching them with numbers 8, 7. They need to be a top 3. Well, that's the Patriots right there. Number 5 is the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers. They're 4-2. They was number 5 last week. They had a bye, right? They had a bye last week. So no, they played. Who they played?
Yeah.
Studio audience. Who they played?
They played the Eagles.
The Eagles beat them. The Eagles.
They just had a tough loss. Like Cole just said, they did have a tough loss last Thursday night. Only thing I can say about that is Cam Newton 100% from the way it's looking. He is. Christian McCaffrey, great 8th overall pick coming out the backfield.
Hey,
Kelvin Benjamin,
he's on my fantasy football.
Yes,
Go
Kelvin
McCaffrey.
Benjamin's got to run those routes a little bit better, and what we mean by routes are those routes.
Them routes, you better run them right, nigga. Hey, Benjamin, use another fantasy football player on my team. Get your shit right and keep it together, nigga. Next team, we got the Steelers. All right, they're 4-2. They went up 10 spots, man. They was number 14 in the power rankings last week. This week, they're number 4. I wouldn't switch them with the Panthers, but I'm going to be like, man, they up and down. They record's 4-2. That's a nice record. You know what I'm saying? But the ups and downs they done had, hopefully if they stay where they at now, the Pittsburgh Steelers going to look like they know themselves and be a top 5 team for sure.
Same thing Crum was just saying. On paper, they are a Super Bowl champion team.
Yes, sir.
They are electric. They have
fire.
Le'Veon Bell coming back off his injury. Only thing is Martavius Bryant requested a trade, which I don't think is right, after they done stuck with you through your drugs for the whole 18 months.
Right, brother?
Don't forget, you just threw 5 interceptions, Ben, against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes, you did.
My thing is, men lie, women lie, but remember, numbers don't.
Numbers don't lie, man. All they do is tell the truth, you pussy. All right, top 3 teams in the power rankings, all right? Number 3 is the Rams, man. 4-2. They went up 8 spots. I don't know, man. The Rams they doing their thing out there, man. Their defense looks nice. Jared Goff's out there doing his thing. They got Sammy Watkins out there, man. Todd Gurley. I don't know if they played the Steelers today. Who would win?
Carm, I think you're right. It'll be a high-scoring affair. Do not forget the Rams. They do average 38.3 points a game. Again, they do average 38.3 points a game.
Man,
if they were to play Pittsburgh today in Pittsburgh, I would probably have to go with St. Louis.
Black and yellow. Oh, but you go with St. Louis. I mean, you mean Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, my apologies.
Los Angeles, you know, we old niggas. Sometimes we get stuck in the past.
I would have to go with Los Angeles right now. I think where they are, number 3 is okay.
Number 3?
I'm okay with okay right now with Mr. Sean McDermott down there running that offense, Jared Goff.
I got, another fantasy football player I got. Hey, your boy out here. I'm about to get this shit, man. I need that paper out.
And the same thing is like Crow was just saying, do not forget men lie, women lie, but numbers don't.
They do
Jared
not.
Goff is averaging 356 yards a game. Todd Gurley is averaging 1.3 touchdowns per game on 24 touches.
Nigga, I don't even need this laptop no more. I got the score master, Scotty motherfucking J in the building. This is the... All right, man. Number 2 team, 5-1 Eagles, man. I gotta agree, man. The Eagles out there looking nice, man. They just beat the Panthers. The Panthers were a good team. Shit, man. Ever since they got rid of Chip Kelly, man, things been looking up and on the up, going on the up.
I think you're right about that. Do not forget Doug Peterson, former quarterback. Got Carson Wentz from North Dakota State when everybody doubted him. They're number 2 overall.
Didn't they frown at that pick?
They frowned at it.
They frowned at that pick when this is a league where you need a quarterback. If you ain't got a quarterback, you ain't got shit.
And their defense is okay. Do not forget Mr. Lurie, the owner, number 2 pick overall. Great play. So I can say franchise, in and out.
I'd have to agree with that, man.
I gotta agree with it.
Number 2 is staying the Eagles over the Rams. And number 1, even though they just lost, right, is the Kansas City Chiefs. If they played the Eagles today...
Kansas City.
Kansas City still?
Right now, Kansas City.
Kansas City?
Go with Kansas City.
Kansas City number 1 spot,
here's
man.
The thing.
Tell them why.
We still going to say this again. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Alex Smith, his numbers from last year to this year, 15-plus passing yards. He is up from 2 a game, between 2 and 4 a game, up to 12 per game. Do not forget they still have Tyreek Hill.
Oh, man.
Out the backfield, Jeremy
and
Maclin.
what about that new cat, Hunt?
They still have Hunt.
Oh, man, I like him. Hey, man, Kansas City out there doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, man. They holding down number 1 spot of the power rankings. So that was this week's power rankings. Now, man, let's go ahead and get to these games and these picks and these spreads for your head out. All right, man. So on to this week's picks. First game we got is Kansas City 5-1 to go against Oakland Raiders 2-4, man. I'm gonna give you my pick. After I give you my pick, I'm gonna let Scotty give you his pick, give you the spread, give you the numbers, and then we'll let you know again. So first game, of course, I'm going with Kansas City. I believe they're in Oakland, right?
Game is in Oakland.
They got Derek Carr back, but does he look like his normal self?
He doesn't. For it to be a 6-week injury, for you to come back from 6 weeks into 10 days.
Hey, man, let the boy rest, man. He's young. You're going to need him later in the future. Let him rest. But you know what? I'm giving my pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. Scotty, let them know some numbers.
There it is.
Man.
Chiefs, Raiders. Like we just talked about, Chiefs are -3, over under 46.5. Here's a good look for you. Like we always going to say, my motto, man lie, women lie, but numbers don't. The Raiders, the last 2 home games they have lost. Also, do not forget, the Chiefs own a 12-game winning streak against their AFC opponents.
Ooh.
So who do you go with right now?
Come
Chiefs
on.
-3.
The numbers don't lie, and there goes some numbers for you. So we said the Chiefs with the minus and then the under as well, right?
Under 46.5.
Bam, there you have it, man. On to game number 2. We got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My bias ass is picking them off top. I don't even care who they playing against, even though they lost. But they playing the Buffalo Bills. My nigga Meats, man. Well, shout out to my boy Demetrius. Hey, we going out to Buffalo. We lost. Jameis is day to day. Buffalo is looking nice. Like I said, I'm biased. So why the fuck would I ever see my team's gonna lose? Bucks all day, baby. Scotty, what you got for him?
I agree with you. Everybody's talking about Buffalo's defense this, defense that. Do not forget they are in the strong AFC West. I like Tampa Bay, even though Jameis Winston, famous Jameis as they call him. FSU, got to shout him out, even though they do call him famous Jameis.
Right.
Sprained AC joint. I still think Mr. Deshaun, he going to come ready.
Hey, well, listen.
Ready for them deep routes.
Okay, well, if so, man, Fitzpatrick, get him the ball, man, and quit throwing these fucking picks from right beside to pick your ass off with a sniper rifle, motherfucker. All right, man. Next game we got Carolina Panthers going against Chicago motherfucking Bears. The Bears. Okay, man. The Panthers are 4-2, and the Bears are 2-4. But the Bears are at home, and it looks like they might have something going for themselves. But my pick is gonna have to be the Panthers, man. The Panthers just lost. They gonna feel, a little heated, man, like they need to come out and prove something. And Chicago just hasn't got me there yet. They want a couple more, then we can talk about it. So for now, I'm going with the Panthers. Scotty?
Well, I agree with you. Thing is, even though it's famous Mitchell Trubisky, number 2 overall pick from North Carolina, the game is in Chicago. Do not forget. Is Cam Newton 100%? I believe he is. Do not forget, Mr. Christian McCaffrey is coming out the backfield. Chicago's defense is a little older, a little slower. Chicago is missing Mr. Kevin White for the 3rd straight year. Who is Mr. Trubisky going to run into?
I mean, he's a great player, but that was a terrible pick, man. Best ability is availability.
Yes, it is. And do not forget, Kevin White, number 7 overall pick. He was high on Mr. Mel Kiper's draft board from West Virginia. Do not forget, he was supposed to be the faster version of Randy Moss. 2 broken collarbones and a broken fibula. 3 years,
ouch.
2 games.
Ouch.
A total, if I'm right, like I like to go quote back to, man lie, women lie, but numbers don't.
They don't
Career
lie.
Receptions, 37 receptions for about 656 yards in 3 years. That's why I give it to Carolina.
Carolina, that's the pick of the week. You got an under for him? Over under?
Let's go with the over. Mr. Trubisky going to try to run that ball. He's going to try to be the one-man show.
We're going to go with the over on that one. The we got coming up is the Tennessee Titans against the Cleveland Browns. The Tennessee Titans is 3-3 and the Browns is 0-6, but they about to throw Deshaun Kaiser back at starting quarterback. But Marcus Mariota and them, I don't think that they're going to be able to beat Marcus Mariota and them. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Tennessee Titans. The Browns be putting up a fight, but I don't think this week they're going to get their win. Scotty, what you got for them, man?
Same thing, C.H.R.O.M.E. I do agree with you on that. Do not forget, this is a game that I did have circled. Tennessee is favored by 5.5. This might be a trap game. If you put a gun in my head and say, which 3 games do I like Cleveland plus the 5.5. The game is in Cleveland. I know Deshaun Kaiser is starting. Do not forget. I do like it plus the 5.5. They do have Thunder and Lightning down in Tennessee, which is Derrick Henry and Mr. I just had a fart. I know that's why we do live TV. Mr. Don't tell me, from Las Vegas, Nevada, running back, DeMarco Murray. I do apologize.
Oh, DeMarco Murray. Oh,
Thunder and Lightning. Do not forget, they will try to stack up that line and make Marcus Mariota beat you with his feet.
Hey,
Remember, he still has a strained hamstring, even though he looked good Monday night, but he still got a strained hamstring. So my pick, I like Tennessee money line, but I also like Cleveland with the 5.5.
With the 5.5, and you know what? Like I said, Cleveland puts up a fight. So if I was putting some money on it, I would definitely put that spread with that plus 5.5. Cleveland Browns. You got it from us. Yep, you got it from us. Next motherfucking game is The New Orleans Saints, 3-2, just coming off a win. I think they got 3 games winning streak popping right now against the Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. The Saints running up, the Packers running down. I'm going with the Saints. Scotty J, hit him with something.
Same thing. I'm also going with the Saints. Mr. Drew Brees, he looks like he's rolling. As always, he is still rolling. Do not forget they still have Mark Ingram. I know even though Aaron Rodgers did break his collarbone, he's out for the season. Supposedly, I really think he'll be back by week 15, week 16, depending on how he heals. Another thing I really do like is Mr. Brent Hundley, their quarterback from UCLA. What a great pick. 5th round pick, 147th pick. He's been under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers for the last 3 years. I think he's ready. Everybody was talking about Kaepernick possibly going to Green Bay, but right now Mr. Mike McCarthy was saying that they are rolling with Mr. Brent Hundley.
So you're going with the Packers?
I like New Orleans. That's my pick. I like New Orleans. I like New Orleans.
It sounded like you was going with the Packers for a second.
I like what the Packers got going on with their backup quarterback. They groomed him in-house. He's been in that system. Like I said, 147 pick overall in the 5th round from UCLA.
Is he about to do what like Aaron Rodgers did to Brett Favre? Is he about to do that to Aaron Rodgers?
It ain't that close. You're replacing the legend. You're replacing the top 10 quarterback.
All right, that's what they said about Brett Favre.
Yes.
The next guy's going to fit their own. But hey, AR is that man. But hey, that is what it is. Next game we got 3-3 Jacksonville Jaguars going against the Colts. 2-4 at the Colts home with no Andrew Luck. I'm telling you, man, the Colts got no luck. Even though they won 2, I'm still going with the Jags on this one. They're going to bounce back. They just lost last week, right?
Got to go with the Jags.
They definitely going to bounce back from that loss, man.
Like I just say, you got to go with the Jags. Got to. Plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
I know Jacoby Brisket from North Carolina State. I know they traded up for him to get him.
Hey, Brisket was looking nice, though, man.
Went third round, 99 overall in the NFL draft. They got a good trade for him in Indianapolis. He manages the game. Reminds me of a young Ben Roethlisberger, except he's a little bit faster. But I like Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Jaguars is the pick on that one. You got anything you want? You want to get them with the spread? You got them over or under? Should they take the points? What do you got for our bettors out there on this one before we in this last pick?
For all these bettors, I just like money line. Just go with the straight money line with the Jacksonville.
Money line Jacksonville Jaguars.
Money line Jacksonville.
There you have it.
Should be at 140 money line.
Anyways, we back to where we was at in the first place, man. Next pick, next game we got going on is the Arizona Cardinals. Just beat my Bucks. They was looking nice though. I ain't gonna front, man. I always keep it 100 against the Los Angeles Rams, 4-2 at the Rams. AP looking nice, but y'all about to come up to a stone wall right now. My pick, I'm going with the Rams, but the Cardinals might surprise them. They might have some shit going now because motherfuckers think that if they had AP from the beginning, they would have had a ring and some more shit. So, okay, we gonna see how that works out. Scotty, what you got for them?
Probably the same thing you saying. I actually agree with you. I like Arizona Cardinals. I do. I like the Cardinals in this game, but if I had to, over-under is 47. Take the over. It's going to be a big shootout. Do not forget, the Rams average 38.6 points a game. Arizona Cardinals average about 27.6 a game. We're looking about a 50, 60-point game. Take the over. That's the play I like. But if I had to, like we always say, you put a gun to my head, give me the Cardinals. Experience over youth any day.
Woo! He's going with the Cardinals. I'm going with the Rams. That's going to be a good game, obviously. So make sure you check that out, man. Next game we got is the New York Jets, 3-3 against the Miami Dolphins, 3-2. That's a division game, right?
Great division game.
They about to go at it. Man, this pick is in the air. Fuck it, I'm going with the home team. I'm going with the Dolphins, man. Who you got?
Jets, Mets. I hate to say that. Are they really scoring? Are they really scoring? Here we go. The Jets, Mets. Are they going? It depends where they're going. If you seen them last week, they looked pretty solid. They got that kid from USC, Samarkand Jenkins. Had the bad fumble, but big body.
Austin Safarian Jenkins?
Yeah, Austin Safarian
He used to play for Tampa, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did come from Tampa Bay. Came from SC. If you do look, Jay Cutler, is that really your answer?
Yeah, Jay Cutler definitely ain't the answer, but they 3-2, so until they losing, fuck it, somebody got to answer the phone calls, you feel me?
Very true.
All right, so he's going with the Jets. I'm going with the Dolphins. They hometown swimming in their water. Let's see how good a Jet can do in the ocean. Next pick is we got the Baltimore Ravens. They're 3-3 against the Minnesota Vikings, who are 4-2, who are on the loose, man, looking good. I'm going with the home team again on this one. I'm going with Minnesota Vikings. Like I said, the Ravens, they up and down. They too inconsistent for my liking. So I'm going with the hometown team. Like I said, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings.
C.R.O.M.E, I agree with you. I got to go with the Vikings on this one. Their defense is solid. They still got the same defense from last year, who was a 10-11 win team. Do not forget, this is the same defense who held Russell Wilson to under 107 yards passing and Marshawn Lynch 2 years ago to under 67 yards rushing. Defense wins championships. Offense wins games.
What? So say that shit one more time. Defense wins championships.
That's what offense wins games.
Nigga.
For this game, we got to go with Minnesota Vikings.
Man, we agree with that one. And like he says, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Motherfucking defense wins championships. Yeah, bitch. Next game we got, that's going to be like a show, how much money they get from that shit, is the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys going against the 0-6 San Francisco 49ers, man. My homeboy that was on the show last week, Ness Boog, is a Niners fan. I ain't trying to do it to him. I don't want to do it to you this week, but I think they're going to be 0-7 after this week, man. The Cowboys also just came off a loss, so they're going to come in there kind of heated. But I think it's going to be a good game, man. If I had to pick the surprise game of the week, this would be it. Even though the Niners probably won't win. And ask the sportsbook, they probably like plus 1 zillion. But I'm going to go with the plus 1 zillion. Man. That's it, right? I'm going to have to go with the Dallas Cowboys, man. Scotty, what you got for
I agree with you on that one. This is coming from a 49ers fan. I believe it's rated on the back, everything. Do not forget, Dallas is favored by 5.5 this game. This could be a trap game for them. Take the 49ers with the 5.5.
I would do that.
If you do look up against the spreads for all consecutive 32 teams in the NFL, 49ers are 4-2 against the spread. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
They don't.
Don't forget, the last time they did play in San Francisco, 2014, Tony Romo did light him up for 327 yards, but do not forget Colin Kaepernick lit him up for 510 yards.
Ooh.
So even though Dallas did win that game, Dallas has not covered in San Francisco since, I believe, 1993. If I'm right.
Nigga, 93. Take the motherfucking spread, nigga. There you go. There goes our stamp of the week. Bow.
Can't lose them all.
Make sure that stamp pops up, nigga. Take the spread. People out here in Vegas, take the spread. Hometown city, take the spread. All right, man. Next game we got coming up is the Cincinnati Bengals. They 2-3 going against the Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2. That's another division game. That's going to be a good-ass game. Does Andy got it? Are they ready to rock and roll? Or is Pittsburgh about to keep doing their thing, man? I don't know. I'm going to have to go with... Oh, shit, man. Whatever the spread is, whoever the plus is on that spread, what's the plus on? You got numbers on that, Scotty?
As of right now, last time I seen it, they had Pittsburgh minus 3.5. Over-under was 41. One thing I do say is all the time, man, a lot of women, a lot of numbers don't. The over-under is 41. Their last 6 or 7 games have gone under. Not forget, last week when Pittsburgh played Kansas City Chiefs, went under.
So is it a spread or who you got to pick
Take
on that
the
one?
under, 41.
Under 41. Look, we ain't even give you a pick who will win on this one. We just going to tell you to
take the under 41.
Take it if you're trying to make it. Next game we got is the Denver Broncos 3-2 against the Los Angeles Chargers at home 2-4. Broncos just lost. Chargers just beats the Raiders last week. If I had to pick, I'm going to go with the Broncos. The Chargers still ain't showed me enough. The Raiders could have beat them, but, you know, they let them come back. So I'm going to go with the Broncos right here. Young Trevor Simeon, all them guys right there. And, yeah, I think they're going to walk out there with the win. Scotty,
you got to go with the C.R.O.M.E. I agree with you right now. That is my track game of the week. Everybody like the Broncos -1. Please still continue to take the Broncos -1. You might see a lot of people trying to jump on the Chargers just because they did hit a last-second field goal against the Raiders. But my thing is right now, do not forget, this is the same Super Bowl 50 team.
Right.
With Von Miller, Marcus Ware, even though he retired, that did get to Cam Newton and the greatest offense of 2016. So one thing I do agree with, take the Broncos -1.
Broncos -1, that's another good pick. I like the Broncos -1. There's a few early ones in the show too, man. Y'all better be paying attention. It's some money out there. It's money, man. I feel my palms itching already. That was 3 games.
We got audience.
All right, we down to the last 3 games of the week. So here we go, man. We got Seattle going against New York Giants, man. The Seattle Seahawks are 3-2. The Giants are 1-5. The Giants are at home. The Giants just won, right?
Yes, Giants was +11 against the Denver Broncos last week, and they ended up pulling that big upset. Got to go with Seattle.
Going with Seattle on that one. I'm gonna go with Seattle too, man. New York, you have to show me something.
Gotta love
Last
Seattle.
week wasn't a fluke, but this week your opponent's a lot tougher, man. So let me see what you got, New York. What's the spread? You got the spread on that one, Scotty?
Last time I checked, I believe it was 7.5 for Seattle.
You know what? If you're in the betting, I'm gonna take the Giants 7.5, man. They might not win, but they might try to put up a fight. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Second to last game of the week is the Atlanta Falcons, 3-2 against the New England Patriots, 4-2. That's gonna be the Sunday night game. That's gonna be a good ass game to watch. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna have a beer in hand, some smoke in hand, watching that one right there, man. The New England Patriots are at home, so I'm gonna have to go with. I don't know, man. The Atlanta Falcons might be mad because of the Super Bowl, but then it's Tom Brady and them. You can't never really trust nothing or what they finna do, so they might never lose. So, I mean, that's another one I'm throwing in the air. What's the spread on that one, man?
You gotta throw that one in the air. Right now, last time I did check, I believe New England was favored by 4.5. Gotta go with the Patriots. I hate to say it, even though it's at home.
Right?
It's a toss-up.
That's what I would go with the Patriots, just because it's every time you go against them, that's when they win. You know what I mean? So let's go with them and see what happens. Even though I do need y'all to beat the Falcons, I told you Tampa on mine. Last game, Monday night game, coming up. We got the Washington Redskins against the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Redskins are 3-2. Eagles are 5-1. Another division game. Eagles are at home. Eagles are on fire. Basically what I'm saying is I'm going with the Eagles on this one.
Carm, I agree with you. You got to go with the Eagles on this one. Do not forget, Kirk Cousins just played in Monday Night Football.
Fuck Kirk Cousins, cuz.
2 weeks ago. His record in Monday Night Football is 0-6. Just remember that. He is 0-6 in Monday Night Football.
Yeah, what do you say?
Primetime games.
How you like him now?
0-8. How you like him now? He is 0-6 in primetime games. Do not forget, he was just up
0-6, man.
10-0.
Numbers
don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't.
They
Do not
don't.
forget,
0-6.
Kirk Cousins, they was just up 10-0 in Week 4 of Monday Night Football against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. So with that being said, you got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles. You know what? If I could take everything I said about my other locks, this is going to be my other lock. Philadelphia Eagles. So that's it for this week's on NFL, our picks, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you took your notes, wrote them down, you know what I'm saying? We definitely dropped some jewels out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We damn near emptied the treasure chest on y'all niggas. But there you go. We gave it to you. Next coming up, we're going to talk about NBA, man. Tonight's game, NBA game. Second night, man. A crazy night. Some teams had a back-to-back. We just go over a few scores and talk about it for a hot second with you.
And before we get to the NBA, got a super crazy text, super exclusive. I can't give away my sources. But I can tell you, we're not talking about college football.
Okay.
But we are going to talk about it. They have USC versus Notre Dame.
Let them know, Scotty.
USC just opened up at 3.5. Over-under is 65.5. By the game time, they got some sharp money. For those of you that don't know what sharp money means, it means a lot of people coming in to drop those bags, as those young kids say. They come to drop those bags on the over. So by game time, Saturday, it will be up to 68 points. You heard it here first. It just opened up at 65.5. By game time, it will open up at 68 points. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive from some sharp money.
Well, there you go, right there. Even a college pick for you little niggas still in school. Bro. All right, so we only going over a couple scores tonight, man. We're going to go over a couple main games. First game was the 76ers against the Wizards, man. The Sixers lost 115-120, but they had a chance to win at the end, man. But the Sixers, man, they looking nice. Even though they real young, man, John Wall, man, oh my gosh, I think his name should be Sonic. He's the fastest player in the NBA from end to end. He's so nice with it, man. So shout out to the Wizards, man. Anything you want to say about that?
I think you said Mr. Ben Simmons had a nice little debut. I believe he had 18 points in his debut. Markelle Fultz got to work on those free throws.
Yeah. Hey, free throws is key, yo. Next game we're going to talk about is the Milwaukee Bucks, who won 108 to the They beat the Celtics, and they only scored 100 points. They 0-2, but they could be tired because, they just played the Cavs last night and lost too, so I know Kyrie ain't happy about that. He got 2 losses, and he lost one of his main players, so this season is looking like, did he lose by leaving Cleveland?
Well, that's what we got to shoot about. Do not forget Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, man.
My early vote MVP. He had 18 points in the fourth quarter. 37 points overall for that 108,
hey, he's
100 win.
He's a hooper, man. He's a real hooper, man. Next game we're going to touch on, man. We're going to touch on is... You can probably cut some of that. All right, no, here we go. Next game we're touching on is the Minnesota Timberwolves going against the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs won 107-99. They didn't have Kawhi Leonard. They had no Tony Parker, but they still look nice running the offense through LaMarcus Aldridge. The Timberwolves, they look nice too, man, but they're a little young. But let them get a couple games going, some chemistry going, man. They're going to be a team to be messing with because, man, Cat, Karl-Anthony Towns, man, whew. I mean, Wiggins, too, was out there looking nice. Butler, man, but, you know, still wasn't enough to beat San Antonio. And the San Antonio got Rudy Gay as well, too, man. They're going to be long when they all on the court and everybody's healthy, man. So watch out for San Antonio, man. They could have beat the Warriors last year if they didn't get hurt, man. So watch out for them cats this year.
C.R.O.M.E, I really do agree with you. Ever since Aldridge just signed that 3-year, $72.5 million contract, he came out with a double-double tonight. Look, we're trying to do this off the dome. I believe he had 25 points and 10 rebounds. Mr. Double-Double, consistent year-round.
Consistent with it. And last game we're going to touch on right now before we get out of here, and we shout them Golden Lights like we always do, but we're not all the way out of here, is going to talk about them Houston Rockets, who won 105 in Sacramento. Sacramento only scored 100 points. Of course, we're going to talk about Sacramento because that's my squad. So, therefore, Houston just played their games back-to-back, but unlike the Celtics, they lost both of them. The Houston Rockets won both of their games, man. Them niggas be out there shooting three-point shots like damn, man, like, why do you even have a free throw line or anything else, man? They just hella three-point shots. How could you ever beat that?
C.R.O.M.E, I'm going to give you the stat of the night. We talked about this last night off camera. Do not forget the pick of the day was take Sacramento +8. The Sacramento +8. Do not forget, if I do remember right tonight, Mr. Clint Capella, number 15. For the Rockets, he had 15 points.
22 points.
22 points, my apologies.
And 17
rebounds. There it is. He had 22 points and 17 rebounds. Do not forget, he had 22 points and 17 rebounds.
Out there hooping, man. So there goes a couple scores for tonight, NBA, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to the Golden Knights, man. They 5-1, you know what I'm saying? First expansion team probably to do something like this, man. Hey, keep your thing going, man. It's Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Raiders, too, but I got more love for the Knights because that's our team from Las Vegas.
6-0 against the spread, Golden Knights.
Oh, man, get that paper. You know what I'm saying? So, last part. Oh, look at getting for. There we go. Okay. Last part of the show is favorite sports movie, alright? So, we're going to have people yelling out stuff. We're going to name stuff. If you had your favorite 3 top favorite sports movies, what are they, Scotty?
Gotta go with White Man Can't Jump.
Hey, Woody Harrelson.
Hey, Billy Ho.
Billy Ho. Hey, I'm going to see I see what the mamis.
Gotta go with White Man Can't Jump. Kind of gotta go with Hoop Dreams. That's where reality TV originally started.
Right.
So Kim Kardashian, you gotta shout out Mr. Arthur A.G.
Shout out.
Yes. And Mr. William Gates. And my third one, T-Nutty, I'm sorry for taking this from you, but Air Bud. Golden Retriever. Golden Receiver, my apologies.
Air Bud, huh? Wow, man. Okay. Can't be mad at that, man. You know what I'm saying? My top 3. I'm going to have to go with, you know what I'm saying, Above the Rim, one of my top 3 favorite movies, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Tupac was off the chain of that, man. And then Marlon Wayne shot him at the end like, whoa, what is life, what is love, you know what I'm saying? Next movie is The Program. The Program was dope too, man. He was busting, man, cars with the headband. It was wild, man. The Program was dope. And, I'm going to throw in a funny one in there too, man. I like Waterboy. Actually, I mean, dying laughing, you know what I'm saying? So, that was one of my top 3 movies, man. Did we miss anything out there? Would you say you like Mighty Ducks? Hey, Cool Runnings. One more shout out a Jamaican nigga in the crowd. He said Cool Runnings. One more shout out to Marlon with the 6 Man. You know
Six Man.
The 6 Man was dope. The 6 Man, that shit kind of remind me of
Joanna Man.
Oh shit, nigga, Space Jam, nigga, nah, nigga, get out of here. Roll bounce if you like skate, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Sandlot, you know what I'm saying?
Happy Gilmore.
And that one Fox special when Nancy Kerrigan got hit by Tanya Harding and they remade movie, whatever movie that was, you know what I'm saying? Throw that out there too.
What's that movie? 50 Cent was a running back.
50 States Fall Apart.
Oh, was it? 50 Cent was a running back.
So what happened, 50? You know about this joint? 50, you started off at 220. You slimmed down to about 190.
Oh, that was that. He was running back.
Shout out to Mike P. You was his best friend in that movie.
Hardball.
It was called When Things Fall Apart.
Rest in peace, G, baby.
Hardball. Hey,
basketball.
Well, look, man, if we missed some of your favorite sports movies, then hit us up. Let us know. Make some comments, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel. Hey, man, they keep coming. Yeah. Remember to subscribe to the channel, man. This is my boy Scotty J, the score master, nigga. The numbers, the man with the numbers. Make sure, once again, man, rewind this. Get the pen and paper out. Take them notes and go get you some bread if you're out here in Las Vegas, man. You know what I'm saying? This is another episode of Sports Talk Raw with your boy C.H.R.O.M.E, man. Where we smoke, we drink, we keep it real, and we tell you how we feel about these sports, man. So until next week's episode, holla at your boy. This week's episode is brought to you by Too Cool for These Lame Dudes. It is actually sponsored by two people this time. Trap or Die Friday sales and C.R.O.M.E consignment sales. So make sure you check out that link at the bottom and check that out, man. Till then, holla at your boy. Fan, fan, fan!